You know what? Fuck it. Let's just jump right into it. All right, welcome back to the 28th episode of Mom Said It's My Turn on the podcast. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Victor. And I just cracked open a beer.
Victor, what do you got for us today?
Okay, I've got some local craft beer, which is like not so craft anymore. You know when a craft brewery kind of gets big and now they just go nationwide. Except that's not nationwide. For you, it would be statewide.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I got. We got some douchey, pretentious red ale called Sir Francis. You know
that does look. Y'all don't see the bottle. It does look like a pretentious. Bottle. I could see some like white 40-year-old guy in Fort Collins. Like white 40-year-old guy in Fort Collins. He's wearing a flannel. He's got a puffer vest over the flannel. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
He's sipping on that. He's going, yeah, I'm getting some nice floral notes. And then it's just like, there's nothing floral in that. He's like, yeah, I'm getting a hint of some like, did this sit in oak barrels? It's just like, no, dude, it's a beer. It's a beer, bro. If I ever become like a pretentious craft beer person, Victor, I need you to make a promise to me.
What's the promise, Brandon?
If I ever become like a craft beer person, if you ever hand me a beer and I'm like sipping on it, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting some really nice fruity notes. Just like you take the thing that they use to kill cattle, stick it against my forehead, and just pull the trigger. Just pull trigger.
I could see you doing that, going down that path though.
Nah, I don't think I could. Cause I hate IPAs. I think they taste like soap.
Well, cause you just gotta stop drinking IPAs. IPAs are not the only craft beer.
That's true.
This is, like, I'm drinking a red ale. I like red ale.
Dude, because Logan's always like, Brandon, do you want a Voodoo Ranger? I'm like, Logan, I hate Voodoo Rangers. It's Voodoo Rangers specifically that I think tastes like soap.
I don't know. Anyways, I think you should give more beer a chance. What are you drinking, Brandon, today? What are you drinking?
I got a nice cheap bottle of wine for me today. It's a Pacific Rim Sweet Riesling.
Let's see, Momscast heads down in the comments. Who's interacting with their partner on a daily basis? Please leave your comments down below.
Anyways,
we'll pin the first comment that gets it right.
Victor, we got a comment from Lin Manuel Miranda's burner account. We got a couple YouTube comments actually. We got a couple.
Yeah.
We could give them a read. I think we could give our comments a read.
Let's start in chronological order.
Let's start with Lynn's burner account so we can get the mean comments out of the way.
Oh yeah. So for the past two videos, we got one nice comment and one mean comment. That's an all-time high of none-but comments for us. So we're really excited.
All right, I've got the mean comment here. So let me try to. Can you do a Lynn impression? I don't know how the guy just talks normally. I'm gonna be honest. Do you want to
just read it? Wait, do you want to just read it and see if we can find a shitty
Lin Manuel Miranda AI
and just splice it on the recording later?
We could try it. We could try it.
We'll try it.
I might task. This might be your task for the weekend.
Fine.
All right. So here was our comment from Lin Manuel Miranda's burner account. You have to imagine he's sitting there seething as he types this. All right.
I think it's a bit funny that everybody says Lin has a distinctive style, then blame him for a song that sounds nothing like his work. Lin Manuel Miranda didn't write any of the music for Wish. Does Julia Michaels, who's been writing songs for Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato for like a decade? Lin Manuel Miranda wrote You'll Be Back and The Room Where It Happens, which are top 10 Broadway songs that are also very good villain numbers.
Okay, Lin, let's address a couple things real quick. We never said you wrote the song. We complained about the Lin Manuel Mirandification of the Walt Disney Corporation.
Anyways, Lin, thank you for your constructive criticism, though.
Thank you for your constructive criticism. We have chosen to throw it in the trash can.
Anyways, now that's shout out to Lin Manuel Miranda's burner account.
Shout out Lin's burner account.
Anyways, next comment. It's a really nice comment, actually.
It was a very nice comment. This was on Momscast Has Car Problems. Are you reading it or am I reading it?
You read it. You have them up.
Oh shit! I guess I am. All right, this one was on Momscast Has Car Problems. Imagine this one is like some like boomer guy. Not boomer. He says he's like 30. Imagine this is like this is a chill guy. I don't know. He's probably cool.
The Coors Banquet of Panama. Ha 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 ha. Yes to the Bud Light. St. Louis, Missouri, represent. Keep having fun, guys. Under 35, over 30. So keep going, and if you do it daily or regularly at least, eventually the follows will add up. And it's a grind. But keep enjoying it, and you'll reap some other benefits, too. Cheers. P.S. Don't say brisky, it's cringe. Just kidding. People will fucking listen to this if it pops up on their feed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Amen.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That was a nice one, though. We're hanging that shit up in the Momscast compound.
That made my day. That's Mom said it's my turn on the podcast. Like first, you do. That was the first comment that wasn't someone we knew or a bot.
We've gotten some weird bot comments. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even think we've gotten some. I think we've gotten like one weird bot comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no. We did get one other comment.
On Momscast Goes Primal. On Momscast Goes Primal, we got a comment that says, "Hello and welcome. I'm Mama Lean's podcast. Who are you? Who are you, lady?"
I don't. It's Mama Lin, bro.
I don't know who that is. I think I looked at it one time, and it's Mama Lin. Is it Lin Manuel Miranda's mom?
I don't know. Lin Manuel Miranda confirmed Momscast.
I think I looked at it because like we posted Momscast Goes Primal about a year ago. That was our Christmas episode, if you'll remember.
Yeah.
But I think I looked at it, and it was like she talks about like conspiracy theories. But, like, not, like, normal conspiracy theories, like, oh, the moon landing was fake, oh, some other stuff that'll get us flagged on Spotify. It's like, what guy in Migos got killed, like, last year or the year before?
I don't know.
It was a conspiracy theory that he didn't die. And I was like, what? And this is like a 50-year-old lady talking about the Migos. I don't know.
Anyways, you know what, Brandon? Looking at your room right now, I'm surprised Misato doesn't have the Christmas hat on.
I'll give her Christmas hat in a little bit. I have to find. I threw it away on accident, so I have to print Misato another Christmas hat. You know,
Misato's moving with us when we get the Momscast studio in Momscast City, right?
Yeah, I for sure. Once we get the Momscast compound, that's going up.
Not just up, we're building it at 60 feet tall.
Bronze statue. Yeah, I want that bronze Misato statue. You know those like slideshows where it's like, oh, statues of dogs where people have made them shiny from petting the nose. And then that Misato statue. Yeah, we're gonna have that Misato statue. You know, them titties gonna be shiny. That ass gonna be shiny.
Dude, that's so fucking funny. Anyways, how's your week been, Brandon?
It's been good. I have next week off of work, and then it's fall break, so I'm big chilling right now.
That's fun. Have you ever had a professor go radio silent?
I can't say that I have.
Okay, so we went to online classes, because of the protest, a little bit of the rioting and crap shit.
Real Momscast heads know about that from our last episode. Momscast hates Lin Manuel Miranda. Peep it if you haven't.
Yeah. Most schools are back. Because most public schools are back because they decided, oh, okay, it's safe enough to go back now, right?
Yeah.
My university, private university, hell yeah. And we're not back. We're still online.
Yeah.
We haven't heard about our professor it's about to be a month, or a ecology professor.
Jesus,
because he didn't give out his number like most of the other professors, because they'll make WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
To like do announcements, but he made a Teams, and every day people are asking about him on the Teams. He's just not responding, so we're like, is he dead?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Damn. Yeah, no, I have the only like similar thing to that I have is this semester I'm in a 120 person geography class, which I'm going to be completely honest, I do not go to. Do as I say, not as I do. Go to your classes. You pay a lot of money for them. But it's Did you have to take like Earth space science in middle school?
Yeah.
It's like
I
that.
believe so.
It's like that. I had an exam last week, and one of the questions was, what are the 3 types of rocks?
Last night, I saw the moon.
And I was like, this is a joke, so I don't go to it. But anyways, so it's like 120 person class, and the
You know
professor.
what I would do?
Hold on, can I get through this real quick?
Finish.
So we stopped rambling because last episode was a rambling episode, which is fine, but we're trying to stay on topic.
Be pros.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's a big 120 person class, and the professor just like stopped showing up apparently for like 2 weeks. TA was teaching the class.
Based.
TA was proctoring the exam. TA sends out all the announcements. This guy, I don't know where the fuck this guy is. He's like he's a very eccentric fellow. He's a very eccentric fellow.
You know what I found?
What?
And you can cut this out or if you want to, but like TAs are either the nicest, most amazing to hang out people you will ever meet, or they're just bad. That's in my experience with my TAs. They're either really cool people or they're just bad.
I think
like they're bad.
I think we can cut it and go back to what we were saying. But yeah, that's the closest thing I have to a professor just like up and vanishing. I feel like I've never had that.
Anyways, dude, talking about, how you had talk about rocks, I would like keep the beat up like the whole time, just stick with the bit and just go up to our dear friend and rock doctor Adam and go, "Hey, can you help me with my rock homework? What are the types of rocks?"
Dude, it was like such a joke. It was like such a joke of an exam because it was like when I was in middle school, we had like my 3 science classes where 6th grade was life science, and it was a very introductory biology class. 7th grade,
it's 6th grade.
Yeah, 7th grade was physical science, and it was a very introductory like chem class, like very introductory. And then
it's 7th grade.
Yeah, and then 8th grade with Earth space science, and it was very basic like astronomy and like geology. There was a lot of stuff on rocks. There was like the hardness scale. Then we got to like planets and stuff, like the solar system.
Do you need the hardness scale in 8th grade?
Yeah, because the hardness scale is nothing crazy. It's just like like
I know, but we hit the hardness scale in like 4th grade.
I'm sure we talked about it, but like we got in depth on why the hardness scale like works.
I remember
in, like,
the hardness
grade.
scale in 4th grade vividly for one reason and one reason only. So picture this. Yep. Yeah, you have a bunch of little shitters in a classroom. It's I want to say 2012 to 2013. What's the hardest game right now?
Minecraft. You get to school and you get to the hardness scale. What's number 10 in the hardness scale? Diamonds, baby.
Diamonds. And that was what we're known as the Minecraft class.
So I have a funny story from my middle school science class. One of them I can't tell on the podcast, but I will tell the other one that I can tell on the podcast. Victor's choking on his bevy right now. And so when I was in 8th grade, we had to do a solar system like lesson, and the solar system's nothing crazy, but like I say professor, geez, I'm so used to I'm so brainwashed from academia, Jesus. My teacher was like, all right, today we're going to be doing a demonstration of the solar system and how the solar system works. So we're all going to go out into the hallway. And, my middle school did not have very spacious hallways, as very few middle schools do. And so we go out into the hallway, and my buddy, he's just a bigger fellow. He is told that he is Jupiter. It wasn't meant like that. It wasn't meant like that. It
wasn't meant like that, but it's kind of meant like that. Quick parenthesis, because I know you've never had this, because you didn't play soccer in PE, right?
Correct.
But we did play soccer in PE, and for some reason, the bigger fella will always be the goalkeeper. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, he takes up more of the goal. You got less room to get the ball through.
Yeah, I know, but
We would do the same thing with hockey, because we did floor hockey.
yeah. But hockey goalies and soccer goalies are very different in which
Yeah.
goalies in hockey are all about taking up space, you know?
Yeah.
Soccer goalies have to be the most not athletic but nimble.
Yeah,
ones
I
of
mean
the
they
bunch.
gotta be able to get their body like anywhere covering the net, don't they?
Yeah.
But so anyways, back to this. So my buddy was Jupiter and he was a bigger kid.
Did he get stupider?
Yep. And this girl who was like, I don't want to use certain words that are popping to mind, but like really, really skinny and like a twig. This girl was a twig and she was about
Lanky.
a foot short. Yeah. This girl was lanky and she was about a foot shorter than my buddy. And she was Mars. And again, there's not a lot of room in this hallway. And we're trying to do like a fake orbit around the sun. My buddy stops paying attention. He's going around. He stops paying attention for like a second. And he like full on like, because they're not even just like walking. They're like speed walking.
Pancakes, just fully pancakes, Mars.
No, he checks her into the locker. He checks her into the locker. She had to go to the nurse. And then, that wrapped up that demonstration real quick.
Dude, that's really fucking. I mean, someone got hurt, so it's not that funny, but it is funny, you know.
It's funny as like an observer, and it's funny like I'm sure she can laugh at it looking back on it, Like, I'm sure if she had a podcast, she'd be like, yeah, and then this kid just, like, checked me into a locker while we're pretending to be the solar system. Like, I'm sure she can get a laugh out of it.
Planet Jupiter. Defensive tackle. University of Alabama. Roll Tide.
Nah. Yeah, no. What, did you have any, like, you went to middle school, right? Or did you, like, in Panama have, like, an elementary school, high school split? Well, like, primary, secondary split.
We do primary, secondary, but middle school,
So how was your school like split up? Because I know some places they'll do like K through 8, and then it's just, like high school is like their secondary.
You got pre-K and kindergarten. It's 3 years, all the same bunch. That's your 3-year-olds to 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
Right. Then you got primary school, which is first grade all the way up to 6th grade.
Oh, so your middle school had secondary school had 7th and 8th graders.
Yes. 7th and 8th graders. That thing is that you get, the weird thing is how you get your diplomas.
Okay.
Because you supposedly get 3 diplomas.
Yeah.
You get your K-12 diploma. No, K-12, like your 6th grade diploma.
Yeah.
Which is like, then you get your a basic general diploma, which is 7th to 9th.
Yeah.
And then you get your high school diploma.
That's weird. Because at least the way like my school district did it in the States was it's like, you're like, you're like 10 or 11 when you finish elementary school. Because so kindergarten, some places do kindergarten included, but it's like K to 5 was elementary school, 6 to 8 was middle school, and then 9 to 12 was high school. And so, it's like, you got a thing, they would have like a little party. It's like, oh, you finished 5th grade, you're done with elementary school. And so you would get like a paper for that. Because you're like 10 or 11. Your parents are like, oh my gosh. And then, middle school. Who gives a fuck about middle schoolers?
Honestly, I don't know. It's weird, right? The thing is that you never really. So, it was very much weirder in my school where we didn't have 12th grade.
Yeah.
Right. So, the thing is that you don't really interact with people outside of your grade a lot. Even though you will get like recess or lunch together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's consistent pretty much like even in the States, it's consistent.
Right, so it's weird because you'll be having all these kids that just came out of 6th grade having lunch at the same time that the fucking 12th graders.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird, dude. It's weird, but it's not that weird. It's what I'm used to. Like,
yeah, because I mean, I remember thinking, because it's like, also it's like you get that little like shift in your thought process. But when I was in middle school, I remember sitting like at lunch and I'd be like, oh, the 8th graders look so scary. Because I'm looking at these 8th graders and I'm 11 in 6th grade because of where my birthday fell. And I'm looking at these kids and they're like 13 or 14. And I'm thinking, these are grown ass men. My ass is looking at these 8th graders. I'm like, that is a grown ass man right there.
I remember that, like, dude, do you remember when you were in 1st grade and like you would see the 5th graders playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, and you were like, dude, those guys are grown people, dude. They get how the cards work.
I don't
understand.
think I never really interacted with like people who were like that far. Like I also don't remember 1st grade super well. But like I remember, because I always remember like the people who were like a grade or two above me, and I remember like thinking like, oh yeah, those people like look a lot older, like they're a lot like they get to do cool stuff, and I don't, because I'm a little 3rd grader. But like, so then it's like I got to 8th grade and I'd see the 6th graders, I'm gonna be like, these children look like 7 years old.
I know, and they keep getting younger every year.
I know.
Keep getting younger every year.
And then it was like I got into high school. And, you know, like I did marching band, so I had just gotten out of 8th grade and I was interacting with the people who were going to be like the seniors. So they had just finished 11th grade and they were going to be going into 12th grade. I'm looking at these people. I'm like, these are like actually grown ass. But like I thought the 8th graders were grown ass men when I was in 6th grade. These are actually grown ass men right here. And I was always just like, oh. And
yeah,
as I got older, I was always like, I feel like I don't look like a grown ass man. Like I was like, I don't feel like I look like an adult.
Yeah. I had this thing, right? I had this thing, right? So, you know, you got have Friday night lights. We have sometimes, you know, depending on your school, you get like soccer games or basketball games.
Yeah.
So like my school was in a league of other schools that would play like soccer.
Yeah.
On, I believe it was Fridays at night on one of the stadiums in the city.
Yeah.
So I remember I was never on the team, but because I didn't play soccer that much, but I went to go to the games. My cousin played on one of the teams. The cousin that's like he's the same age as me. He played on the school's team, and you know I go to like, oh, he's on the finals. I go to his game, and I went to the game a few times, and it was like you start going when you're like in, I don't know, 8th grade, and you see all the senior girls and all that kind of stuff, and you go, dude, this place no,
yeah, no, I know what you, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, the hot girls are here, you know. One of my little cousins, he's not that little, but like he just like turned 18 this year. But like this was 2 years ago at the summer when I came back from Colorado, or along that time frame.
Yeah,
and I went to one of his games because he plays for the same league. And I was there, and I was like, "These are all children. These are all children."
I mean, well, I'm sure, like, obviously that's good. We've talked about this. I don't remember what episode of the podcast, but I know for a fact we talked about it. When I was in, like, I think I was 11th grade, we heard that a kid in our grade was talking to, like, 6th graders. And we were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? We were like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I know, right? Like you see, like when you're not a senior, like no matter which, maybe juniors, maybe, but no matter what point of like high school or middle school you're in, like seniors seem as this like all-knowing, mature people, and then the senior girls are like, oh my god, she's like the queen bee, bro. Like damn.
When I was a freshman in high school, one of the senior girls towards the end of the year started hitting on me hard. and I didn't do anything because I was in a terrible relationship at the time. But I was like, oh, I can't do that. That would be very nice of me. And now looking back on it, I'm like, you fool!
I got a friend. Let's call him the Hammer. All right, because it sounds way worse in Spanish, but that was his nickname. And I could go on about the story of how he got the nickname of the Hammer. Or actually, the translation in English wouldn't be the Hammer. It would be Little Hammer. Yeah, that's better. Little Hammer. But not like Little Hammer. Little Hammer. Like
Little
Lil
Hammer.
Pump.
Yeah, like Little
Little
Pump,
Hammer.
Lil Uzi.
Little Hammer. So Little Hammer is like this guy, this lanky guy. Like, he lived in my neighborhood. He was part of like my friend group, but he was not part of like the my friend group, my 2-3 friends that lived like in the houses like kind of adjacent to me. He was like from the neighborhood, but he had other friends. He didn't really hang out with the neighborhood people.
Yeah.
Right? So Lil Hammer had this fat crush on this one girl. Now, you gotta understand that for being in Panama, if you're blonde, tall, and have blue eyes, you're a dreamboat, bro. You're a dreamboat.
Oh yeah.
Cause like, dude, I'm just saying, you don't see that here.
Yeah.
I went to Colorado and was like, blonde I see, oh, she's kind of cute. After 2 years in Colorado, you start developing standards for blondes.
Oh shit. we can get back to the topic at hand after. Did we ever talk about the time we went out for my birthday dinner last year?
I believe so, but
I don't think
remember.
we ever talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, we'll get back to that.
We'll get back to
that.
We'll get back to this.
Anyways, point being, like, she was like she was Queen Bee. That girl was Queen Bee. She was 2-3 classes ahead of us. So we were like freshies. They were seniors, juniors. And then this man.
Did he do it?
This man actually asked her to prom.
Oh boy, how'd that go?
I mean, she was like, I'm sorry, I'm already going with someone. He was devastated, but like, he had the balls to do it.
That's fair. I mean, you gotta respect that, you know.
Now I could go into the story of how I went. I was on a school trip, and we went to a haunted house, and she almost broke my hand because she got really scared and squeezed my hand too hard. But that's a whole nother cup of beans. Nothing happened though.
Yeah,
it was completely platonic.
To kind of go back to what you were saying earlier, with it's like you came here and you were like, you would see like blonde girls.
Wait.
Like,
I'm not done.
Oh,
I'm
you're
not
not
done with
yet?
the story.
Okay.
I'm not done. Next year, all right, she had already graduated, but she was like still hanging out like at school because she was like part of some club that she had just made last year. So she was like kind of finishing to set up that year. So this little shitter from the class below us asked her to go because he had somehow secured tickets for the seniors prom, right?
Yeah, if you listen to Momscast Looks for Bigfoot, you would understand how Victor's prom situation works. So listen to Momscast Looks for Bigfoot.
Yeah. So he asked her to go to prom, and apparently he did show it up at senior prom with her as her partner.
There you go.
There you go. This girl ended up marrying a white man from the United States that's in the army, and she's now an army wife.
Hoorah! Momscast loves the troops.
Anyways, finish up.
But so with what you were saying about kind of like blondes, and you were like, whoa, blonde girls. I mean, you kind of had the inverse of that, where it's like white girls would see you and go, ooh, Hispanic spice, ooh, Latin spice.
I know, and I played it up, dude. I played it up. Remember when I would pull out my tropical music playlist? And we were like, oh my god, this is so good. And I'm like,
yeah. But so, you know, if you'll recall, Victor and I said we would bring something up, and it's just gonna have to wait until after this mid-roll.
Beep. Brandon, you need to get in the Momscast right now, or Logan will have to do it.
No, I don't want to host the Momscast.
Brandon, you see all those people out there? Those are people that are not subscribed or following at Momscast on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. or Mom Said It's My Turn, the podcast on all podcasting platforms. Do you want them to die? Do you see that's coming down for them? This will be all your fault if they die. If Logan dies hosting the Momscast, it's your fault.
I can't run away anymore. I'll host the Momscast.
Is that an unaccompanied minor?
All right, we're back. Oh, you know what we should do for a mid-roll one day?
Throw bricks at homeless people?
And boiling hot honey buns.
In Minecraft.
We should do a mid-roll where it's like, you know the scene in Dragon Ball Z where Goku's like, and this is to go even further beyond, and then he yells for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's a you endeavor though. That's a you endeavor.
That's a me endeavor, but then it's like, so like I'm just yelling in the background, so I'm doing ah! And you're just like, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's following the podcast on Twitter. And I'm just yelling in the background.
Anyways, you know, this is being.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere yet. Don't go anywhere, because we told the listeners we were going to tell them a little story that we haven't told them on the podcast before.
Is this the story I'm thinking about? Is this the?
Yes, it is. It is that. Okay, we haven't told this on the We haven't told this on the podcast.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
so last year, me and Victor went out for my birthday dinner. We had it paid for. You know, we were gonna go out, and we enjoyed ourselves a nice dinner at a nice restaurant in Fort Collins.
Also, we were dressed really nicely because it was at a nice restaurant with Brandon's aunt.
So we're dressed nice because it's a nice restaurant, as Victor said.
Right, so it's button ups. You know, I have like my hair. I brushed my hair for like once in a, like, you know, that's not a thing I do, but like I had like my hair styled. You know, I was wearing my best pair of sneakers, not my daily sneakers, and I was wearing a button-up shirt, and Brandon was nicely dressed too. So we're sitting on the Batmobile, driving around Fort Collins on our way back.
So we're getting back. We're just leaving our parking spot. We parked in a parking garage. We're leaving the parking garage, and we're driving down the street in Fort Collins. It is a side street. It's not a side street, but it's like not a busy road in Fort Collins. And you know, we're just driving, and we look out the window, and on the right side of the car, we see a woman. She has blonde hair. She is wearing a black, white polka dot dress, carrying a suitcase. She has a bandana in her hair, and she has cherry red lipstick on and heels. And she's wheeling a suitcase down the street. And Victor and I like look at this woman walking down the street, look back at the road,
each other,
look at each other, look back at the road, look back at each other, and both, oh my, did you see that? God! Because we saw like a fucking pinup girl walking down the street. And like we had the windows up. We're not gonna catcall. Catcalling's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked. We're like, we were so caught off guard by this, right? Because this is not how Fort Collins girls look like or style themselves. You know what I mean?
So nobody styles themselves. She was literally looking like a pinup.
Like you see a pinup girl wheeling a suitcase like down the street. The thing is, like, she either got kicked out or is really good at wearing heels. Cause like, who the fuck is just rolling a suitcase around, you know, Fort Collins while wearing fucking heels?
Yep. It was like, you know, it was just one of those things where it's like, again, it's not like, it's one of those things where like you observe it and you have to acknowledge it. Like, you can't acknowledge it. Yeah. It's just one of those types of things.
I was telling Brandon, this is like definitely like the start of side quest for someone.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, because me, Adam, and John went hiking when John was here for spring break.
Yeah.
So, and we went hiking, and we did this hike. And, you know, it's March when John was here. It is cold in Fort Collins. There is still snow on the ground in some parts.
It was August, but it was pretty chilly for August that day.
Yeah, it was a pretty brisk August evening for the story earlier. But me, Adam, and John were walking, and we were just starting this hike. And right at the edge of the riverbed, we see a woman there, and she peels off her top and gets into the water, and we all just go, all right, today's gonna be a good day. Let's climb this fucking. Let's do this fucking hike. Let's climb this fucking mountain. It's gonna be a great day. like just like, you know, titties out. It's like maybe 50, no, maybe 40 outside. You know, she's in the freezing cold water, and we're just like, all right, it's gonna be a good day. It's a sign.
It's just, that's the kind of things you see, like, in life that are just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a nice day. Because we had a pretty nice day after the dinner, didn't we?
I think we did.
We did. I don't remember what we did, but
I don't remember
had
what we
a nice
did
day.
after, but I know we didn't have a bad day after that.
Yeah. It was just a really nice day.
It's just one of those things where it's like, you know, it's like some people are like, oh, life is pointless. You know, if you choose to have that attitude, you're never going to find things like this in life.
Honestly, you don't even have to find something like that. So, for work, when I was still going to work because there were protests all over the country, I lose service for about 30 to 40 minutes on my drive back home, which you may think, dude, that's fucking sucks. You can't have music on your drive. It's such a long drive because I have like a 1 hour commute. And I'm like, no, because the reason I lose service is 'cause I go for a road that's right smack dab in the middle of a national park.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm just driving and there's like trees on this side and trees on this side. And every once in a while you see a cliff with a little waterfall.
Damn.
And you're just like, damn. Earth's so beautiful, isn't it?
You know, like, again, you know, if you're like, oh, life is pointless, you miss out on like the simple joys in life. Like, you know, seeing an attractive woman every once in a while. It's like, you just have to acknowledge it. You know, it's like, it's like, and when I say that, I mean like something like absurd, like so outside of the norm that you just have to like acknowledge it for a second. You miss out on that.
All girls are beautiful, but sometimes there's one girl walking with a suitcase on the street, dressed up like a pinup girl, and you just go like,
you just gotta acknowledge it. You gotta be like, goddamn. You know, like you miss out on the simple joys. You miss out on that. You miss out on, you know, throwing honey buns at homeless people. I've been enjoying those so much.
Those are so good. Those are so good. Should we do, okay, guys, if we get 10,000 likes on the YouTube video, Brandon's gonna go out to the streets of Fort Collins and spin a wheel. And depending on what the wheel lands on, he will either give $5 to a homeless man, throw a scorching hot honey bun on it, or just absolutely love a brick in the face of the homeless man.
Well, I saw one where it's like the clip in Evangelion, like End of Eva, where Shinji just like screams, and it's like me realizing that since I lost my job, I have no money to buy bricks. So now I'll be homeless, which means I'll get bricks thrown at me.
Oh fuck!
Momscast throws bricks at homeless people.
I wanna talk about OG Fortnite, dude.
I didn't play Fortnite, so I won't have much to talk about.
You didn't play Fortnite. See, Ninja was right. Why was Ninja right? So I think it was 2 years ago. Ninja was streaming and he said, even if they changed the game to how it was before, it's not gonna feel the same. Because you think you're remembering the game. You think your nostalgia is for the game.
No, it's for when you didn't have responsibilities and could play Fortnite for 6 hours a day.
No, your nostalgia is for how you were back then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, your nostalgia is for a time in your life where you had no responsibilities and could just game, like, as soon as you got out of school until you went to sleep.
And honestly, he's right. Like, I'm playing OG Fortnite because I'm not gonna lie, I like Fortnite. I play Zero Builds sometimes when I have free time. I buy the Battle Pass almost every season when I like the skins. Because you know what? It's only like, what, $10? I make $10 at my job. And I like Fortnite. Fair. And I finish it? Some seasons I finish the Battle Pass. Some seasons I don't. But it's like, damn. I don't talk to any of the guys I used to play Fortnite with anymore.
Yeah.
And That's so weird to me.
I mean, that's kind of how, like, I don't know. That's how I was with Destiny. I stopped playing Destiny in, like, May just because I wasn't having fun with it anymore. And it's like, I think it's more like I was continuing to play because I was remembering a time in my life where I had no responsibilities during COVID because my ex was at college. All my buddies were at college. And so I was working, and so I could get back from work and just play Destiny 2 from like 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. just every day. Or it was like on the weekends when I didn't have anything to do. I could just play Destiny 2 all fucking day.
You know, yeah. And it's so weird, you know. Me and Brandon crack open at least a little bit of booze every Thursday. You know, because we record the podcast on Thursdays, except for this Thursday. We didn't record on Thursday.
It's Friday.
So we were drinking extra hard today. But, you know, I miss Thursdays with Brandon. And it's not going to be the same anymore. I just miss the time where we, you know, and for the rest of my life, I'm going to miss the time where me and Brandon were at college and we would just had nothing else better to do than just kick back, relax, and crack one open and watch some shitty movie Brandon found.
Exactly.
And then you grow up and you have more shit to do. And then if you use all your time thinking about all the cool things you used to do, you'll never find out all the cool things you're doing now.
Exactly. You'll, like, you know, if you think about all the times you spent with your buddy throwing bricks at homeless people, you'll never think of all the bricks you could throw at homeless people now.
What's up, Brandon? I thought you were the big guy. I thought you were a good guy now. So I'm a better man.
I'm better father than you, Rick. I'm better man than you. I'm better man.
No.
But
give me a sec.
like, you know, that's why I personally think you should like give us money and follow the podcast and share the podcast so that Victor and I can get back to having no responsibilities and make Momscast our full-time job so that we can go back to just kicking back and having jack shit to do.
This hot take. I don't want Momscast to be my full-time job.
I agree with that. So I would feel so much pressure because it's like YouTube. It's like when YouTube is your boss, technically, like you get no feedback, like at all.
Yeah.
Like your views start tapering off and you're like, what am I doing wrong? And you get silence.
See, like, this is the thing. Momscast started as a fun thing me and Brandon would do because we thought it was fun.
Correct.
Now, Momscast is me and Brandon's designated hangout time every week.
Correct.
If Momscast becomes my job, oh, fuck's sake. I don't know. It's not gonna be the same anymore.
That makes hanging out with Victor my full-time job. I don't want that. Respectfully, I don't want that.
Respectfully, I don't want to hang out with Brandon as my full-time job either.
I think this would be an excellent side hustle.
Yeah, exactly. Like
this would be an excellent side hustle.
Guys, we're not gonna break up. We're not gonna pull this mush, right?
No, we will. Just as a heads up for our Momscast people, like y'all are gonna have the heads up. Our new listeners won't when we pop off. The second we can shill products to you.
We will. And we've been saying this from day one.
I think it's literally in the first episode. Okay, can we tell the story about the one day we were sitting around just dicking around being like, oh, if we did merch, what would we do? And it's literally just a thought experiment. It's literally just a fucking thought experiment. We're sitting at the desk. We're bugging Nat while Nat's trying to do her job at the front desk.
The front desk is just, you know, the front desk of the dorm.
So people are like, can I get my mail, please? Or they're like, can I get the pool cues?
Or people just going like, I can't find the dining hall.
And it's literally around the corner from the desk.
Yeah. It's just the front desk of the building Brandon works at. And it just so happens that Nally, you know, but if you watch Momscast, you know, Natalie's my girlfriend. She works there, right? She's like the person at the desk at the time. And me and Brandon, we're just fucking about because we have nothing else better to do.
And so we're down there and we're just like, oh, if Momscast popped off and we were making merch, like what would we want to do for merch? Because I wouldn't want to just slap like a Momscast across a black t-shirt and be like, this will be $30. So we were like, we could make cool merch. So like if we did like a long sleeve shirt, like what would we do? Like, I'd want it to have something on the sleeve.
I said I want to put Japanese letters on the sleeve but it has to be nonsense.
Yeah.
Absolute nonsense on the
And
sleeve.
this person I worked with comes up and they're like, "Oh, I have a friend who knows Japanese," and we're like, "No, I mean it's okay. This is just a bit. Like this is a bit." And we're sitting there having this back and forth exchange for like what feels like 5 minutes, but was probably closer to 30 seconds. It was one of those encounters where you're just like, "Oh my god, please leave."
Yeah.
It was just one of those because we were like, "Oh, we could put lettuce down the sleeve, and that would be funny."
Or like I was like, oh yeah, we should put Momscast hates something. I don't remember what I said, but it was like Momscast hates something down the sleeve, and it's just like Japanese letters that look really pretty to people that don't know Japanese. You know, you pull out all that kanji and crap shit,
Just
and
blatant just blatant cultural appropriation, but it's for a bit,
Yeah,
so
and then-
it's.
and then this person goes, no, but like you can do it right if I introduce you to my friend. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think
We're busting out the damn, that's crazy, and they're still not getting the hit. And we're like, oh my god. Like, we're like 3 damn, that's crazies in, and they're still yapping. They're still yapping. You know what I would want, actually? I'm kind of against the whole, like, AI thing for voices. If somebody took an AI of my voice and put it on one of those, like, people yapping over, like, the rug cleanings where it's like, how the fuck do the rugs even get this dirty? There is no fucking way that you got this rug and it was this dirty. You definitely took this out and threw it in a mud puddle for, like, a day. Put my voice over one of those yap sessions.
You know what? I don't like.
That, it would be so in character. It would be so in character. Like, wouldn't it be in character, Victor? Like, it would be in character.
I don't like AI art, but I think that AI voices are the best thing ever made.
I think AI voices are really funny.
I'm gonna shout out, as if, because they probably have more followers than we do. I'm gonna shout out the Presidential Sun Boys on YouTube, which is like a guy that literally just scripts Call of Duty zombie maps Easter egg gameplays with Donald Trump, Joe Biden, George W. Bush, and who's the fourth one? I always forget who the fourth one is. But you know,
I don't know.
It's another president. It's not Kennedy. Kennedy sometimes pops up as like the annoying
Is it
friend.
Clinton?
It's Clinton. I think it's Bill. And then they're just like, it's so funny that you sometimes forget that these people probably absolutely hate each other in real life. I like those AI videos where the presidents are playing video games. I think that's so fucking funny.
What?
It's hilarious.
What type of video would like be in character for you to do a voice, like an AI voiceover of? Because for me, it's those yap sessions where it's like, how the fuck did this rug get this dirty? Or how the fuck, it's, you know, the ones where it's people rolling like the glass jars and glass bottles down the stairs?
Yeah.
It's like, how the
Yeah.
fuck are you cleaning this? Like, this staircase is so fucking dirty. How are you cleaning this?
I don't know. I think in character for me, it's like just put me over like someone complaining about a take in any kind of tabletop game.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, you're like, you know, I just think that nowadays we don't see like gaming companies see tabletop games more as a product instead of trying to foster a community. Jap.
I think you would also be in character over like a Markiplier Let's Play.
Oh no, yeah.
Like, I feel like that would be a pretty in character one.
You know what? I think it'd be in character for me to be dubbed over any of the old Game Theory episodes.
Yeah. The one where like Matt Pat has like his shitty mic.
Yeah.
And the editing is like Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah. Back when every time he was like a PowerPoint, and every time he would just do a pun, he would put a slide with the pun. Like he was the famous one where he was well, and just 3 wells on the slide.
Yep. Do you remember the episode where he tries to figure out the? This is like our 3rd fucking episode in a row talking about Matt Pat.
Matt Pat, I love you. Please collab with
We
Momscast.
gotta stop talking about Matt Pat on Momscast. 3 in a row.
Matt Pat, I love you. If you're listening
But
to this.
do you remember the episode? It's like very early Game Theory where he's like, "How big are Princess Peach's boobs?" Do you remember that episode?
There's a whole,
There's a whole boobs episode.
There's a whole boobs episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Matt Pat goes, I made this episode to see how many clicks I get of boobs. And I was like, that's very smart,
Sure
Matt
you did, buddy. Sure you did.
That's very
There we
smart,
go.
Matt Pat. I just want to tell you, because I know you're aware of it, but you gotta know, there's a bunch of Matt Pat x Markiplier Emperor fan fictions going around. I don't know how you feel about that, but I would love if you would comment on it.
You know what topic I feel like we could end the podcast on? I want to recycle a topic from one of the episodes of Momcast that we scrapped.
All right.
It's kind of along the lines of what you said, the fan fiction discussion.
Hit me.
I'd like to recycle that one. If we ever make it big, the only type of fanfic that I would like to see from Momscast is Brandon and Victor go on epic adventures and find magic items.
I would read Brandon X Pisado fanfics. I'm not gonna lie. I think those would be really
up.
funny. But it has to be como se dice? It has to be like Misato as like a really neglectful like mother figure for Brandon, and that like it's also angst.
There needs to be like a solid chapter straight of Brandon just getting kicked in the ribs by Misato.
Yeah.
Then she like breaks down and apologizes.
It's Brandon X Misato angst, neglect, and other abusive relationship traits.
I fucking love angst fanfics. I am an avid AO3 reader. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I will never get like I get fanfic as a concept. I don't get the AO3 crowd. You know what I mean? I'll read a fanfic that's a spin-off of a show I like. You know what I mean? It's just like a different episode, but I'm gonna
be completely honest with you, buddy. I read a Stardew Valley Farmer X Penny fanfic that was about 15,000 words.
Why?
And it pissed me off because it was fluff/angst for the first 13 chapters. And then it turned into the most graphic smut for like 2 chapters. And like, you know, I understand. Smut has its place. Smut absolutely has its place.
Do you have the link?
No. I mean, I could probably find it. But that could be a Patreon special. Is the Momscast boys read AO3 fanfics? But like, you know, I like smut and I like angst. No, wait, hold on. I like angst and I like fluff in my fanfics. I'm not a big smut guy.
Did you know that the longest fanfic is about 2 F1 drivers?
Is that true?
It is, to my knowledge, it's true.
Damn.
Feel free to look it up. It's about 2 drivers for about the I'm gonna say like early 2010s. 2 Red Bull racing drivers, and it's one of those kind of fanfics, if you know what I mean.
So when I was in middle school, not middle school. This would have been maybe late middle school, early high school. Did you ever watch Young Justice?
Yeah.
So I really liked Young Justice. I liked season 1 more than I liked season 2.
Who didn't like season 1 more than they liked season 2? Come on.
That's fair. But anyways, so I really liked Zatanna. And Zatanna was not in that show for that long.
You're saying this as if this is a controversial opinion.
When I was like 13 or 14, I was like, damn, I need more of this. And so I would go on AO3. I would venture into AO3. I was 13 or 14, venturing into AO3 to try to find Robin Zatanna fanfics.
No, you know what?
Were just the most graphic smut imaginable.
Dude, I have always been a fucking I've always been a Dick Grayson stan, like from day one. You know, I fucks with Dick Grayson. You know, I some people identify with Batman. Some people identify with Superman. Nah, not me, dude. Not me. Dick Grayson all the way. Robin, Nightwing. And you know, when the girl you like in the show kinda not really gets with the dude you wanna be like in the show, that's the best thing ever.
Oh yeah,
that's the best thing ever.
But
it's
so I was
feeling like it.
I was venturing in, and I was looking for Robin X Zatanna. I was looking for, oh geez, I think I read one that was, I read a couple Hyde X Jackie fanfics because I liked that 70s show a lot in high school.
Oh, come on. Hyde
I
X
liked
Jackie.
it. Hyde and Jackie are the best couple in that 70s show. So I was looking for a couple of those, and then
No. Controversial opinion, but Fez X Donna is the way to go.
the fuck are you on?
It's a comedy. It's a comedy potential in that pairing.
But so then it was oh geez, I shifted over to Stardew Valley because I was like, Stardew Valley, there's so much options for variety here because you could ship, like, I can read one of the farmer and any of the love interests, and the farmer can have a blank slate personality in every one of them. It's like I'm reading different things every time.
Brandon, what's your Stardew Valley go-to girl?
My go-to is Penny.
Really?
Which is a bad, like, I understand it's a bad take.
Really?
Yep.
You know what? I can't say much because I'm an Emily kind of guy.
The bitches who play Stardew Valley and are like, I always like Stardew Valley comes up and people are like, I married Shane, and I'm like, oh, so you're one of those I can fix him kind of girls.
Okay. Are you on your Stardew Valley saves? Are you the seduce everyone, or are you a loyal man?
I'm loyal.
Absolutely. I don't get how people can
I'm loyal to
run
my Pookie Penny.
I don't get how people can run those saves where they're just like, oh yeah, they just like get with everyone, so they get the all your boyfriends or girlfriends get together cutscene.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I don't get how you can do it. I'm always loyal to my Pookie Emily.
So Victor, I think we had an excellent episode today.
I'm gonna go play some Stardew Valley now. To be honest.
Wait, hold on, Victor. What kind of what are you wearing? Jeans?
Yeah. Wait, are you wearing your corduroy jacket?
Yeah. Oh shit. We're
Fuck.
Oh shit. We have the same outfits on that we did.
So
That
that's
the
what
future
my
versions of us did.
That's when my glasses broke yesterday, huh?
Yeah, and you didn't have your glasses in the future. I just got my new pair of glasses. I was wearing different glasses when the future versions of. I think we have to go complete the loop. I think this is where we get rid of the time machine.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Let's go finish what we. Let's go start what we finished. I guess.
All right.
I'll fire up the time machine. I'll go get you in a minute.
But how are we gonna get back?
Remember, we take us back to drop us off.
Huh. Oh well. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.